scream, and he smacked her across the face. The smell of him was thick in her nostrils as he growled in her ear, "Fucking shout and I'll cut you." He was inside her and it hurt. She could hear him grunting and her own tiny whimper. She was ashamed of the noise she made, so frightened and so small. He came and clambered off her. At once she pulled up her tracksuit bottoms and jumped up to face him, tears pouring down her face as he leered at her. "I'll tell Mr. Fairbrother," she heard herself sob. She did not know where it came from. It was a stupid thing to say. "The fuck's he?" Obbo tugged up his flies, lit a cigarette, taking his time, blocking her exit. "You fucking him too, are you, little slapper?" He sauntered up the hall and was gone. She was shaking as she had never done in her life. She thought she might be sick. She could smell him all over her. The back of her head throbbed. There was a pain inside her, and wetness seeping into her pants. She ran out of the room into the living room and stood, shivering, with her arms wrapped around herself. Then she knew a moment of terror, that he would come back, and hurried to the front door to lock it. Back in the living room, she found a long stub in the ashtray and lit it. Smoking, shaking and sobbing, she sank into Terry's usual chair, then jumped up because she heard footsteps on the stairs. Terry had reappeared, looking confused and wary. "What's the matter with you?" Crystal gagged on the words. He just fucked me." "What?" said Terry. "Obbo, he wouldn't." It was the instinctive denial with which Terry met all of life. "He wouldn't. No, I never. No, I didn't." Crystal flew at her and pushed her. Emaciated as she was, Terry crumpled backwards into the hall, shrieking and swearing. Crystal ran to the door she had just locked, fumbled to unfasten it, and wrenched it open. Still sobbing, she was 20 yards along the dark street before she realized that Obbo might be waiting out here, watching. She cut across a neighbor's garden at a run and took a zigzag route through back ways in the direction of Nicky's house, and all the time the wetness spread in her pants, and she thought she might throw up. Crystal knew that it was rape, what he had done. It had happened to Leanne's older sister